So, what is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is any unwelcome sexual behavior that is offensive, humiliating, or intimidating. It can be written, verbal, or physical, and it can happen to any one of us, whether it's in real life or online. There are many forms of sexual harassment. Both men and women can be victims of sexual harassment. Studies show that 99.3% of Egyptian women reported experiences of some form of sexual harassment. Also, 96.5% of women in their surveys said that sexual harassment came in the form of touching. As for the verbal sexual harassment, 95.5% of women were reporting cases about it. So, as you can see, it is a serious issue here in Egypt and especially amongst university students.
So I think my definition of sexual harassment basically is any form of verbal or physical harassment, whether it's like somebody approaching you in a way that you don't feel comfortable by it, or if they're violating your personal space, if they're coming too strong towards you in a way that you don't feel like, whether it's toward a guy or toward a girl, whether you feel it's a bit much. And it doesn't just have to be like completely sexual. They could be talking to you in a way that doesn't make you feel comfortable. If they're sweet talking you in a way that doesn't make you feel.
First, I guess we'll define sexual harassment, and we said sexual harassment is basically unwanted sexual comments, actions towards someone, and the key here is unwanted, right? So,
sexual harassment has serious physical and psychological health effects. These include stress, anxiety, depression, and fatigue, and a lot of other potential health effects such as weight or gain, loss of appetite, sleep disturbance, headaches, and post-traumatic stress disorder.
The thing about people who have been sexually harassed, could implement a sort of trauma onto them that could affect them heavily, send them into a spiral of depression that could affect their workflow. They could affect their stamina for work, their stamina for enjoying life generally. When a person, I guess, is sexually harassed or sexually assaulted in any way or form, their academic prowess, I guess, could be very heavily affected.
There are several different ways to stop sexual harassment, which include but are not restricted to calling out unwanted behavior, emphasizing discomfort, speaking up for yourself, telling an authoritative figure, and paying attention to your boundaries. These are all different ways, and now we're going to listen to different points of view.
Girls that face sexual harassment should open up to their parents about it, should go see someone for help, should take care of their further actions, should say no in a more clear manner in order to emphasize their point, and they should see therapy because it is necessary after a sexual harassment.